for part two for us. All right. This person is furious that for some of you Pisces, you got more money, you lost weight, you gained weight, you moved, you just healed yourself, okay? Because some of you tapped in with the divine. I heard Tibetan code, and I don't know what that means. Let me type this in. And I'm probably not even saying it right. Okay, hold on. Let me type it in down here. Hold on, y'all. Tibetan Mastiff, that's a dog. Somebody could have a Tibetan Mastiff, but I'm hearing Tibetan code. It's a novel. The Tibetan Code is a series of fantasy adventure novels written by Hema. The novels follow Quang Ba, an expert in Tibetan Mastiffs, and his mentor, Fang Zhen, as a mysterious letter pulls them into a convoluted search for a hoard of Buddhist treasure hidden during the persecution of the 9th century Tibetan emperor Langdharma. Elements of the Tibetan culture. So, a mysterious letter pulls them into a convoluted search for a hoard of Buddhist treasure. So, somebody could be Buddhist, okay, or you could be coming across some treasure, some sort of treasures, Pisces. I have been feeling like this. In April 13th, DreamWorks Animation announced an adaptation of the Tibetan Code as the first project of its newly formed Chinese venture, Oriental DreamWorks, in collaboration with China film group DreamWorks, blah, 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 Tibetan Code. So, it encompasses teachings on spirituality, meditation, and the nature of reality. The code often includes hidden messages and esoteric knowledge meant for advanced practitioners. So, Pisces, some of you are advanced practitioners. It emphasizes the importance of compassion, wisdom, and interconnectedness of all beings. The Tibet code is also linked to preservation of the I don't want to butcher this, the Tibet culture and identity amidst external influences. Deciphering the code requires deep study and guidance from knowledgeable teachers. Pisces, some of y'all are going to become spiritual teachers. Mm-hmm. So some of y'all could be working with Tibetan symbolism. That's going to be important for some of you as practitioners. Write this down. Think I ain't. Okay. But this is what could have, you could have using some sort of codes, okay? The Tibetan Mastiff. What kind of, is this, what is the spiritual meaning of the Tibet? Let's see. Some of you might be getting this dog, Pisces, or it's being called towards you, or it's something of that nature. Okay, the Mastiff symbolizes courage, loyalty, and steadfastness. Their imposing size and strength symbolize power and resilience. They're, okay, independent, self-reliant. Yeah. Peace and tranquility, spiritual growth and enlightenment. All right, Pisces. So you're going through, you're carrying this Tibetan Mastiff energy. Okay, you can have this, you could be running into one of these dogs randomly. Okay, you might see it in your dream. I know it's very random, right? But that could be your guard dog. It could be like a spiritual guard dog for you, Pisces. Y'all. Do y'all see how this card, y'all? What did I just say? What did I just say? I literally just said it could be a guard dog. So your guardian angels could be protecting you with the energy of the Tibetan Mastiff, okay? Some people are probably getting chewed up in the spiritual realm about you, okay? You could be handling, open your heart. Look at all these, open your heart. Open up your heart. These two cards fell. A liar and challenges. Spirit wants you to open up your heart to some sort of lie that could have been told to you. Okay, Pisces, somebody tried to convince you that you weren't worthy to have something. You weren't strong enough to have something. Spirit wants you to have the resilience of a Tibetan Mastiff. Okay, or be powerful in that sense. Masculinity. Ooh, consequences. Isolation. Pisces, you put somebody in timeout, baby. Or spirit did. Somebody could have tried to play with you. I'm hearing that dog song, saw my number in your phone and it hurt your pride. Saw my number in her phone and it hurt your pride. Let me find out y'all out here getting get back. That ain't even in y'all. That ain't even like y'all. Pisces, I feel like y'all are getting get back on. When I say get back, I mean not necessarily revenge. I guess you could say revenge, but it's like revenge in the best way possible. This is like a revenge for self. Like not for everybody. It's like, how do I put this? It's like you're not trying to prove anybody wrong. It's like you're trying to prove yourself wrong, or you're trying to prove yourself right, that you are capable of tapping into your masculine energy, like, and using that Tibetan Mastiff energy to conquer something. Pisces, for some of y'all in a relationship dealing with a man, okay, or masculine energy, You could be dealing with somebody who's dealing with the consequences of crossing you, and now they feel alone. Somebody never thought that you were going to. This is somebody who just operates heavily in masculinity. They don't have to be gender, you know, it doesn't have to, it's not gender specific. Thank you. You don't have to be, it doesn't have to be gender specific. But this is somebody who operates heavily in masculinity, who's realizing the consequences of playing with you, and you will put them on ice quickly. Hi, how are you? Somebody, Pisces said, you play silly games, you get silly prizes. So you cut somebody off. Again, somebody tried to overpower you, use their masculinity against you, because you're a Pisces, so you're very balanced with your feminine and masculine energy. But somebody tried to overpower you. Okay, somebody tried to fight. Okay, this could have been somebody who got washed out by your water. You're a Pisces, you're a water sign. So somebody tried to take it there with you and end up emotionally hurting themselves. Somebody tried to fight fire with water, okay? And you put the fire out with the water, and now they're sitting there in their emotions, and they're drowning, and they don't know how to come out. But they thought that the fire was going to win, and it didn't. Y'all, what did I just say? I said they thought the fire was going to win, and it didn't. What is that? Do y'all see what that is? That's fire. That's fire. Resentful, competitive, discontent. Somebody has some, like, Pisces, because you're so emotional and in a good way. Because Pisces, one thing a Pisces does not like, a Pisces doesn't like for you to call out their emotional side, because we try to mask it. Okay, we will tell you, sometimes Pisces will, their moon sign they will force the moon sign of themselves out more to hide that Piscean side, because that Piscean side is so emotional. It's vulnerable for a lot of Pisces. So like if you're a Pisces and then you have a fire sign as a moon or earth sign, you'll try to pull that side out more before you pull out the Piscean side, because Pisces, you're the artist of, how can I say it? Deception. You mastered the art of deception in a good way. But somebody is very resentful and competitive. And what I'm saying all that is and deceptive in a good way, okay, when it comes to protecting yourself. Because if a Pisces wants to be deceptive, it's a scary situation, okay, for all who's involved. And somebody could be viewing you this way, Pisces. Somebody could be viewing you as deceptive, okay, towards their emotions, because you're not feeding into them anymore. That's a them problem. But somebody's very resentful. They're very discontent because somebody feels abandoned, lonely, okay? Somebody's like, oh, if that Pisces come back around, I got something for them. But little do they know you're not going to come back around. They're not going to ever get the opportunity to play mental mind games with you or gymnastics with you, okay? They're not. You're just too clever, Pisces, okay? And furthermore, I feel like you don't even care. Because somebody could have also, I heard bribe. So somebody could have tried to bribe you at one point to come back. Okay, I'm hearing gift cards and exchanges. Okay, cash apps and Apple Pays, or invitations, or food, whatever, however that looks. It's going to be different for some of you. Yeah, look, boundaries. You put boundaries up. My boo. My boo. Some of you put boundaries up in a new relationship. Some of y'all are in a new relationship, and you can have old, I keep hearing, I want to say stinky. I don't know why. Somebody could have had an odor. Okay, Pisces, you could be avoiding someone who had an odor. Not my business. I'm just picking up what I'm picking up on. You're putting boundaries up with someone who was disrespectful, who could have, again, put their hands on you, could have talked down about you, who could have tried to overpower you. You told someone flat out what it was, and you went on to dive deeper into your relationship, with yourself or with someone else. Maybe you became official, okay? Some of you are in love and y'all are loving someone out loud. You're loving yourself out loud for once. A lot of you could be going to like spas and doing salt baths and making sure you clean, keep your home clean, your environment clean. Okay, get your hair done, your nails done. You're doing things that for some of you, if you're feminine, you're extra feminine right now. You're in receiving mode. Okay, and if you're masculine, you're operating perfectly balanced. You're perfectly balanced right now. Okay, there's no in between. I mean, there's no more, more or less. You're perfect when it comes to that. Extra. Pisces, somebody could have wanted to start problems around your peace. And I don't know if you find it, whether you're finding peace within yourself, but you also could have been finding peace in someone else. But either way, somebody could want to start drama around that. But I feel like you're very aware. Heart to heart. Sipping. I told you. Drama. Nosy, spreading rumors, gossiping. Yeah. Pisces, you could have had somebody. Whoa. Look, puzzled. Pisces, you could have had somebody that wanted to start confusion. That wanted to take you out of this energy, this wine and dine energy. This peaceful state energy. Could have been somebody who wanted your partner or could have wanted you. Okay. This could be somebody who wants you to stay single. This could be somebody who they don't want you romantically, but they don't want you to be with anybody. That's selfish. Pisces, please. Let's go ahead and Instant Magic Oracle. Please give us some guidance for the sign of Pisces. Thank you so much. Ooh, it's got to be this one. 419, that's what I picked up on. It say luck is coming. I'm going to read it for y'all. Luck incoming. See, I told y'all something coming. The oracle says you are due some luck. It is recommended that you boost your income blessings. You'll need a large bowl or vessel, chamomile tea. Brew a vessel of chamomile tea. As you steep the chamomile, stir in a clockwise direction, programming it with what you wish to bring you luck with. When the tea has cooled down, bathe your hands in it and visualize what luck you would like this chamomile to bring your way. Chamomile is very lucky. You can also wash the entrance of your home with this mixture to bless your home with luck. Now, don't saying go stick your hands in a hot boiling pot of tea. Disclaimer. Because y'all, I don't know what y'all be on here doing sometimes. I'm joking. All right, let's see. What else? Some luck is coming, y'all. Pisces. Okay. Ooh, detach. Y'all want to screenshot that? Y'all can always go back and rewind. Ooh, as I just did that, I just put my arms down, y'all. Clingy. Oh my gosh. Chained. Clingy. Chained. Ooh. Detach. The answer to your question is in a book. Pick up the first book you see. Not this one. Close your eyes and think of your question. Allow the book to fall open on a random page. And with your eyes closed, guide and point your index finger in a circle around the open pages and continue to ask your question aloud. When it feels right, open your eyes and see where your finger is pointing. Here lies your answer. Ooh. Y'all, let me see if I got a book laying around. It ain't, they said it said it ain't that book. Do I have a book? I probably don't. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I have a book. Because I'm going to do it. All right. This is the book I found. This is, okay. It's Reskilling America. I don't know. All right. It says, I want to know, let's end this because I want to do the clarity part. Give us clarity on this Piscean reading from this book here. It says the answer to your question is in a book. Pick up the first book you see, not this one. Close your eyes and think of your question. Allow the book to fall open on a random page. Okay, so let's open the book. And we're going to allow the book to fall open on a random page. Okay. Hold on. It ain't random enough. Come on. Uh-oh. All right. Random page. And now it says to... Do y'all hear that vibration? All right. Let's get clarity on this reading. Let's get clarity on this reading. Give me a sign. Let's see if we get us a sign when to stop. Stop. Let's see. It says the company took in over 600 applications for the available inline jobs in March 2010. They interviewed 250 people and picked 60. The company could select from among experienced mechanics who have worked jobs in auto body shops, car and different lube stations. With the 60 they started, but they once done initial way of hiring, the company came to the conclusion that it had tapped out all of the labor that was skilled enough to meet their requirements. Our director came to the parent company. So, March could be significant. We are talking about Pisces, and this book is talking about this. I mean, this book says March. I'm gonna show you. Can y'all see? That says March. So we could be talking about a March Pisces, okay? Or you could be a March Pisces. They interviewed 250 people and picked 60. So Pisces, it's something about you being picked out of a crowd, possibly. Out of a community. Out of 250 people in the community. Okay, you are part of a 60, or you are part of a small group of people. Clarify. Let's see. Let's go in here in the book. What does this mean for us? Stop. Trust the vibes you are getting. Remember, energy doesn't lie. 201. Pisces, you're being picked. Pisces, you're being chosen. Pisces, get ready. You're being chosen for something. You're being chosen for something, y'all. We gonna see. Your heart is mending and deep healing is taking place. Respect that and be patient with yourself. 313. So maybe you could be thinking like, when is it going to be my turn to heal? When will I be picked for healing? Or when will I be picked to get some sort of breakthrough? And it's like out of 250, 60 will be chosen. So it's something about like 60 things are being constructed. 60 position. Y'all heard that? Did y'all hear that beep? 60 is like, for some of you, 250 people are going to apply for housing. 250 people could be applying for, again, like this book said, a position or a role, or anything, whatever it is. Only 60 people. This could be like 25 people pick and only 6 get chosen. Okay, Pisces, you're going to be a part of this. Clarify that. Pisces, you're getting chosen. This is like, these are people like the best of the best. Okay, the best of the best are being chosen. And you make it to the final 6, or you get the solo part, or you get chosen out of the crowd. Yeah. Something fulfills you. Ace of Cups to the Queen of Cups. Something fulfills you. Thank you so much, Christy. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Why is the Queen of Wands in the reverse? I keep hearing one-on-one. 6 of Swords. So things are slowing. Like somebody feels like held back. Yeah, with the Hangman energy. Somebody around you could feel really held back, Pisces. Somebody feels like this could have been someone with the book confirming. This is like telling me you need to detach away from the outcome of a situation where there could be a lot of competitors. Okay, people could be competing for your spot. Okay, or be competing for something that is very valuable. But Spirit is saying you have already won. Okay, out of the 250 people who applied, or the 250 people who thought that they were the best, you end up being the best. Okay, because I'm hearing best in the region, best in class. Some of y'all could be getting Michelin reviews. Some of y'all who own a restaurant could be getting a new star. Okay. You have a very high sanitation score. I don't even know where that's coming from, because with this wanting and dining, it's making me feel like somebody could own a restaurant. But it's like detaching away from the competition. Some of you could be going on TV to go on a competition. Or some of you could be competing in something nationally. And Spirit is saying out of the 250 or whoever, it could be, I don't know, 250,000, okay? You never know. It's something about you being the best one. Ooh, not when I slid it said frenemy and karmic. I heard why me? Why you? Not me. Somebody could be hiding the fact that they fake and phony, Pisces. Again, because you're a chosen one. If it's 250 people that apply to a job, and only 60 people get the job, only 60 people. Yeah, you're a chosen one. You're a chosen one. That could be the issue. Yeah, boundaries. All right, Pisces, that's it. I'm gonna go. Peace.